supply me with a pair of congruent sides.
I have a triangle in here, and I will label it with ABC. The given in this problem is triangle ABC with segment AB congruent to segment AC. And I will going to prove angle B is congruent to angle C. The first step is identifying the segments AB and AC. Second is I will going to draw an angle bisector of angle A intersecting BC at B. As we know it that every triangle has exactly one bisector. Bisector means a line that cuts angles into two halves. Thus, angle 1 and angle 2 will be formed because they contain an unknown variables. Segment AB is congruent to itself because of their reflexive property. It means that anything is equal to itself. After proving the first steps, we are now concluding triangle ABT is congruent to triangle ACD. The reason behind this is the SAS postulate. That means two triangles have two sides with equal length, and the angles between the two sides, which is angle 1 and angle 2, are congruent, then the triangles are also congruent. Lastly is by proving angle B that is congruent to angle C. The reason behind this is the corresponding parts of congruence are congruents. Since the triangle ABD and ACD are proven congruent, the CTC states that if two or more triangles are proven congruent by any method, then all of their congruent parts are congruent.
Here's another way of proving the isosceles triangle. The first is I'm going to draw a triangle AB, the segment of. Since the previous speaker said that the both legs on the sides of the triangle is congruent to each other, and then here it is. We have a formula for the triangle which is area is equal to 1/2 base times side. So the second is where we're gonna go in to find both sides by proving the congruence of A and C. So we found out that the appropriate way of using this is by using the side or the saw. So the opposite over here what to use. So the first step we're going to do is to give it H to supply the known value in the formula for area. So we're going to go into find first for the sine A, which is sine A. The opposite is H. And the hypotenuse, which is the BC. So here's the first equation. Then I'm going to multiply it with both sides of BC. So BC will be cancelled, and the meaning will be BC. Sine A is equal to H. It will become H is equal to BC sine A. So here's the first equation. The second is now we're gonna go in to find the base of a triangle. So we have supplied already the formula for H. So the second is using the area, 1/2, the base. So here's the base. So we can easily determine it, BC, and substitute for H, which is BC sine A. So here's the first equation for solving the side A. So how about side C? Well, we're going to repeat the first steps. Okay, for side C is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So if we're going to turn this triangle into right, just like this. Okay, if we're going to turn this the triangle form. Okay, gonna go into the considered H is apply the unknown value of H. Okay, sine C is the opposite is H. The hypotenuse which is AC. So we're gonna go into multiply it again both sides BC. That's it. So here, BC, BC is equal to H. We're gonna go into transpose that. H is equal to BC sine C. So here's the third formula. So after doing this, we're gonna go into again the base. So the base is, you can easily determine that by BC. So area is equal to 1/2, which is the base, that is BC. And the unknown value for H is AC. Sine C. So here's the equation. Okay, I'm gonna go into